Peace. What's up, everybody? Can y'all guys hear me? Can you hear me, Dundada? What's up, Dundada? Peace. Nice talking to you the other night. Peace, Bell. Glad you can make it. Can y'all guys hear me? Okay, good. I tried to screen share for the first time. I don't know if it worked or if it didn't work, but I want to try another one if it did work. Did y'all guys hear that at the beginning, or did you just come in? Peace, peace, everybody. Did y'all hear that screen share that I did from Rocky 4, I believe? Rocky 4. I can play it again if you didn't. Let me know. Oh, okay. Bell, should I do it again? It's short. It's like a minute. It's a short scene, but I think it fits the scene. I believe it does. Peace, everybody. Oh, you can see it, but not hear. All right, let me try again, and I'll see if you guys can tell me if you can hear it or not. Let me just try again one more time. Hold on. Let's try this again. No sound. Oh, all right. Fuck it. I'm gonna stop it because I have no clue how to work this thing. I'm sorry, y'all. All right, let me get rid of that. All righty, I'm back. Anyway, today's show, impromptu show, is titled "All Solutions Must Die." All solutions must die. Misery merchants of the vague abstraction commonly known as the so-called conscious community are the only demographic of people in this world, black, white, green, or in between, who take pride in shooting down solution-oriented material and content geared towards socioeconomic and political control and independence over the context of our collective reality. In their warped, cowardly, defeated Negro world, the white man is Thanos is their mantra and their drop the mic statement against any solutions for Black African people. Now, I was going to play a couple more clips for y'all. One was that one, "You Can't Win Adrian from Rocky 4. Another one was He'll Knock You Into Tomorrow Rock. That's from Rocky 3 from Mickey. And the last one I was going to play was, Thanos is the most powerful being in the universe from Guardians of the Galaxy. And basically, you see where I'm going with this. But the reason why I'm making this show, and this is something that I think I wanted to talk about because I believe that this person is probably going to be a problem for us in the future. Somebody named Gabby's wait, I'm typing in the thing. Gabby's Reading Room. I believe that's their name on YouTube. And they were actually inside of the BAIO. Their name was Gabby Leach. And this is one of those things that I've talked about this before. You guys know what happens with me. And this is typical of Mr. Holipsism. What happens is I'll get somebody who comes across my channel. And this has happened multiple times, so this is nothing new. I'll get somebody that comes across my channel, and for some reason, they have some attachment to my material or to what I'm saying. They don't necessarily believe in what I'm saying, but they just feel attracted to the message and attracted to what I'm saying. So what they'll do is they'll come in and then they'll pretend to be my friend. They'll pretend, oh yeah, yo, I believe what you're doing. I believe in the same things and da 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 da. But then you go to their channel and then you see what the videos that they like and what they have featured on their channel. And then you say, wait a minute, something seems a little bit off here. So this person managed to get inside of the BAIO. They've been in the chat rooms before, co-signing everything that, Black nationalists and African-centered progressives are saying. And then all of a sudden, they turn on you. Just out of the clear blue sky. It could be, I don't know, it doesn't necessarily even have to be an incident or something. They just turn, they just get brand new. So this person, all of a sudden now, I guess this last video that I did, what was it? What was the last video called? What was my last live stream? I am completely drawing a blank. You got to forgive me because I'm coming home from work. My brain just retires. It just it rests. But whatever that last live stream was, it triggered them. It triggered them. And if you go to it and look in the comment section, you'll see this back and forth between me and them. All of a sudden now, they're concerned about the thing that she was putting out there is that basically trying to insinuate that me and Kala and the BAIO work for the government. And it's our job. The reason why we want people to join the BAIO is so that we can basically have a pool of names for the government. I was like, whoa. Now that's spin. I've heard spin before, but that's some fucking spin. And I said, and she's like, oh, that's the reason why they require your real name. And I'm like sitting there going, wait a minute. My real name is in the BAIO. I know my name is Holipsism on YouTube, but if you go to the BAIO network, my real name is there. So am I in danger? Oh, I forgot. I work for the government, so the government ain't gonna come after me. They're gonna come after everybody else but me. Okay, gotcha. Going into all of this conspiracy theory shit about facial voice recognition and how do you expect people to she asked me, I found out it's a woman. She says, how do you unsubscribe from the BAIO? Oh, you can't unsubscribe for the video from the BAIO. I said, wait a minute, first of all, if you don't want to be in the BAIO, and this is what I told her in the thread, y'all can see it in the last video. I said, give me your email address and I'll ban you from the network. Problem solved. Goodbye, bitch. then she returns like, "Oh, see, it's just, I should be able to unsubscribe myself. That's a flaw within the BAIO administration." I'm like, bitch, no, it's a flaw in your intelligence. If you go to your profile on the BAIO, at the very bottom of the screen, when you go in your profile settings, it says leave the Black African Infrastructure Network. Are you that fucking stupid? What? So now the conspiracy theory is that once you get in the BAIO, you can't get out. You're trapped, nigga. We got you. This stuff is laughable, man. Oh, and ironically, that's what Belle put. She said that's laughable. I wish that I was lying to y'all. I wish that I was making this shit up, but I'm not, man. I'm not making this up. And this is not the first time, and this won't be the last time. This happened. I forget about the names. Kala probably knows, and a couple of people in the circle probably know the names of people that have done this exact same thing that this chick did. If it's even a woman, it might be a dude. Who knows? It's probably a white person. But I just felt like what prompted me to do this show. Yeah, exactly. You don't need an email to register or deregister. As a matter of fact, I don't know how Facebook is now, but I think that with Facebook, it's not like the BAIO. You can't leave Facebook. You can suspend your account, but you can't leave it. I mean, that might have changed. I don't know. Maybe because maybe people made us think about that. But I remember one time when I tried to get off of Facebook, I went and I was trying to see a way to get off of it. And they said, well, you can suspend your account, but your account is still there. Now I don't know if that changed. You guys can tell me, but I don't know if you can completely just take yourself off of Facebook. So that you ain't got no problem with. Absolutely no problem with that. We are not anyway as intrusive as Facebook is in a lot of these social media formats. But it's a conspiracy that the BAIO is trying to get all your information so we can report it to the government. And then now think about the presupposition of this. And this is why I wanted to do this show. I asked her, what's going on the BAIO network that anybody that's a part of it has to be ashamed of or afraid of? Is the BAIO engaging in acts of terrorism? Is the BAIO going out telling people to commit acts of violence? Is the BAIO a hate whitey group? Do we even talk about white people? Like, how many times do you hear me talking about white people on my channel? Just me. If you notice, most of the content on my channel is geared around us and geared around talking points that are anti-African and anti-nationhood. If you had to break down 99% of my content is that. I may have done one or two videos where I talk about white supremacy, but I don't talk about white people because white people are irrelevant to what we're trying to do. If you haven't figured that out yet, I don't know what to do for you. But there's nothing that's going on, nothing nefarious that's going on that network that anybody has to be. Because she was making a point. Oh, don't you know that if you give your real name, employers can use that against you? I'm like, listen, I'm working. I'm not ashamed of what I do online. First of all, if you listen, if what you are saying is the truth, then you should not be ashamed to say it. This is one thing, like with Mr. Holipsism. I don't do this. I do not go, like, you know how some people, black people, they'll go to their job and when they want to talk about something black or what they consider black, they'll start whispering to the person. Like if they go to a black person, there's other people around, they'll whisper, see, because that's the way it is. I don't do that shit. I don't do that shit. So I don't have that to worry about. If I have something to say, I'm saying it because it's true. And if I'm saying it because it's true, everybody can fucking hear it. I don't care if it's the president of the goddamn company. I'm gonna give you an example of how real I am when it comes, because I think that if you hold people to their own bullshit, the only way, if they try to attack you, then they're really attacking themselves. Like if you tell me something and I repeat back what you tell me, how could you get mad at me for repeating back what you said? And I'll give you an example. This happened at my job. The company that I won't say the company because I can't do that. All right, the company that I work for, everybody was complaining because people were going to their desk and reconfiguring their desk. You know, like some people have certain ailments or conditions or whatever where they have to have a certain type of seat. They have to have a certain type of of monitors and you know, like the monitors that move up and down because some people have to stand because they can't sit for so long or whatever. You know, they just have it configured to their needs. But they're working shifts, so the desk is not really completely theirs. When they're not there, some people have a tendency to go and sit in other people's desks, and when they do, they'll switch their settings around or whatever, and people are getting pissed off about that. They're like, listen, why do I have to come in every day and reset my shit? You know, just leave it alone. And the big issue was chairs. People kept taking other people's chairs, and so like you had to go all around the goddamn office to try to figure out what chair was yours. So people complained. They went to a meeting, and the director of the meeting said, he was very dismissive of everybody. And he basically said, the chair is company property. The chair doesn't belong to you. So you can't make an issue just because the chair is gone, or blah, 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 blah. Totally dismissive of everything that everyone said. So after I listened to the meeting, and this was a meeting with my particular people, guess what I did? I went to the director's office and stole his chair. I took his chair and put it at my desk. What happened after that the next day? The next day, we get an email that was CC'd to everybody that was in the meeting from the same director that told us that the chair is not your property, it's company property, asking everybody where's his chair. Do you know what I did? I replied to all and I said, wait a minute. Didn't you say yesterday that the chair is not your property, it's company property? What could he say? What are you going to do? Fire me? All I do is call you on your bullshit. So as long as I'm calling you on the thing that you said to me, I have no fear. I didn't fear getting fired. And this is, like I said, this is the director of the whole goddamn place. I didn't give a fuck. You said in a meeting that this does not belong to us. So then why does it belong to you? Was there any blowback? No. It was just a lot of laughter from everybody that was in the thread, and everybody like saying, you crazy, dude. But it is what it is. There's certain things that I've done at my job that have set precedents. Like when I wear locks. So when my locks are like, let's say maybe like at around the 4-week mark, anywhere between 4 to 6 weeks, I start getting fuzzy and it starts getting, time for me to do it again. So in that in between transition where I'm getting ready to get my hair done, I wrap it. And I use this, I wrap it similar to how the people in the Yoruba religion wrap their head. I wish I could probably show you all of something. I don't even have a picture available of it. But if you're on Facebook, you probably seen the way that I wrap my head. So one time I came in and this lady, Spanish lady, told me to take it off. And I was like, what? I said, no, I'm not taking nothing off. And I'm sitting in the office and I'm looking at people, Jewish people with yarmulkes on, Muslims with kufis on. And you're going to come to me and tell me to take my wrap off, like take that thing off. Get the fuck out of here. I ain't taking shit off. So it started this whole big case. We had to go to what they call that thing, the EEOC and all this other bullshit. Bottom line, at the end of the day, I kept my wrap on, and now everybody that was afraid to wrap their head that was black was wrapping their head. Because my bottom line was, well, it's not coming off. So what are y'all going to do about it? What you going to do? You going to fire me? You're going to come because you disrespecting me and you disrespecting my culture. You'll let a Jewish person wear that. You imagine them going to a Jewish person and telling them, take that thing off your head. Or going to a Muslim saying, take that kufi off your head. And I reminded them when I had the big meeting with the EOC and all of them, I said, listen, a kufi and a yarmulke has nothing to do with Islam, and it has nothing to do with Hebrewism or Hebrew, whatever they call that shit. Judaism. Yeah, Judaism. Has nothing to do with it. That's not religious. That's cultural. My rap is cultural too. So then why are you coming to me telling me that I have to take mines off, you allowing these people to wear theirs? Show me in the fucking Quran where you got to wear a kufi. Show me in the Torah where you got to wear a yarmulke. Show me. So that's not religious. So why does mine have to be religious? It's cultural. Anyway, bottom line is I made my point. I kept it on. Now, all the girls, and there was a lot of girls who were in the Yoruba religion who were afraid to wear it because they kept getting called on it. And I said, now they can wear it all they want to. That's me who did that. Because I'm not going to be sitting around like some fucking punk if I have the truth on my side. Now, if you talking shit and you have no ability to back up what you say, then maybe you shouldn't be saying it. But don't whisper black nationalism behind somebody's back. I am proud. I will say anywhere, if you put me on pay-per-view, I'm a member of the BAIO, the Black African Infrastructure Organization. And the principles of the Black African Infrastructure Organization is land, infrastructure, and nationhood for black people here in America and across the diaspora. Is that illegal? What do you have to be afraid of to say that? So don't come to me with that bullshit, man. Don't come to me with this crap about how the BAIO is so dangerous that you can't even give your real name in there because the employers are going, oh, they're going to see, oh, this nigga is actually believes his people should have a future. How dare he? The fuck out of here, man. But anyway, that's what made me inspired me to do this, because the presupposition behind all of this backlash that the BAIO is getting is that we're resonating with um, the layperson. We're registering with the average black man and black woman who's listening to the stuff that we're saying, and they're saying, "Damn, what they're saying is kind of true. These people don't have no solutions." And this person, Gabby, whatever the fuck their name is, Gabby Reading Room or whatever, Gabby Leach, whatever. I'm sitting there and I'm listening to the stuff, and I'm looking at the stuff that she's typing, and it seems like she was just in the midst of the BAIO trying, and she was been there for a little bit. She didn't just come in. She'd been there for a while. She actually posted some articles and stuff like that. I think Bell said she was posting a lot of Moorish propaganda, which doesn't surprise me. But it was probably just flying under the radar because she probably knew, I can't be too overt, so I got to be, a little covert with how I do things. But she's been there for a while. And I said to her, you mean to tell me after all this time that you've been in the BAIO, you still didn't find anything to nail us on? I know you was looking for an excuse to leave anyway. So when you come to me and you say, I don't want to be a part of the BAIO, you're not hurting my feelings at all. Just let me know what your email address is so I can make sure you don't come back. That's all. I have no problem with anybody deciding that they don't want to be a part of land, infrastructure, and nationhood. Because it's not like you're saying, I don't want to be a part of you, Holip. Who gives a fuck? I'm only one member in the BAIO. You're saying you don't want to be down with the concept of land, infrastructure, and nationhood because you got a personal thing with Mr. Holipsism. Mr. Holipsism said a naughty word to me. He said, I heard him say bitch in a live stream. I can't believe he used the F-bomb. His personality is so caustic and rude. I cannot be a part of this organization. Really? Really? You was looking for a reason to not be a part of Land Infrastructure Nation in the first place. And you was looking for a reason to start a beef in the first place, because a lot of these people live on beef. They live on it. It's like the gas to their tank, their gas tank. They live on that shit. So when they see that everybody's getting along and we all on the same page, you got to come up with something to throw some salt in the game. You got to throw that turd in the punch bowl, as I say. And she ain't the only one. If you notice, this is the pattern in the so-called conscious community amongst these misery merchants. Every single time somebody comes up with some type of solution or some type of anything, the first thing they do is break it down. And by the time they finish with their diatribe, the conclusion is, you can't win, nigga. That's why I played, well, y'all couldn't hear it, but I played the clip of Adrian from Rocky IV. You can't win. You see him, you know, you seen him, you see how strong he is. You can't win. That's his wife telling him that. That's what you call demotivational speech. Same thing with his trainer. His trainer said, he'll knock you into the rock. You ain't been hungry since you won that title. The worst thing that happened to you as a fighter, you became civilized. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Black Spot. What's up? Yo, people, join Black Spot, Afro Social, please. That's a good brother. Me and him have spoken over the phone. Real good brother. Speak, you know, join his YouTube channel and join the site. Yeah, man. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, the pattern amongst these people. Anytime you come up with any solution, they break it down, and their drop the mic is when they're able to show that we can't win. Like somebody actually said this. I think it was on I think it was Dynas last stream where he had Kala on there. Where Kala was talking about the enemy within. If you look in the comment section, there's a dude that actually said this. He said, basically, white supremacy is worldwide. You can't win, nigga. And he thought he dropped the mic. Another dude on Kala's I don't think it was that one, but it might have been the show before. He said, oh, I think it was the show with that Shirley Hoser chick, that debate. Look in the comment section of that. One dude said he called Kala a fool because Kala wanted nationhood. He said one of the statements that he made was, oh, you know what? Why am I doing that? Why am I doing that? Let me just go to it. Rather than, let me just go to it. And I'll show you exactly what I typed. Let's see. Search for Yahoo. Shirley, whatever that lady's name was. Oh, black conservative, is there really such a thing? Let's see. Where's that comment? I think the guy's name is Donald Allen, some clown, probably a white dude. Where is it at? Oh, shit. Oh, you know what? I can't find it. I thought it was on that video, but it's not. All right, well, then I'll paraphrase. Basically, he told Kala, you a fool. You know who the true power, where the true power, or where the true power lies in this world or in this universe. And he said it like with a smirk, like you can literally feel the smirk when he typed that. And I'm like, so I responded, I said, this is the first, well, it's not the first time, but it's amazing to me how you just admitted that you're a bitch and you felt like you dropped the mic when you said it. You can't beat the white man, nigga. Mic drop. Word? Really? I want to ask a question to anybody who listens to these black talking heads. And if you can't answer this question in the group, in the chat room, please answer this for me. If when you listen to these black talking heads, and I ain't gonna name all of them because y'all know who, anybody that's not down with the BAIO and Land Infrastructure Nationhood, basically the popular mainstream black talking heads on YouTube, on television, cable, whatever. If their ultimate conclusion is that you can't beat the white man, you can't form your own nation, you can't have socioeconomic and political power over your environment, you can't have that. The only thing in your perfect world, the best thing you can do is try to be equal under somebody else's infrastructure. That's their overall philosophy. Can I ask you something? What is that doing for you? Why do you have to super chat them? Why do you have to Patreon them? Why do you have to PayPal them? What are you contributing to? You're contributing to defeatism? Why are you putting money into these people's pockets so they can tell you that you can't win? I'm just baffled by that, man. I'm baffled by it. It makes no sense to me. You super chatting a nigga just got through telling you, yeah, I got the data that shows that black people can't do shit. And you're like, yeah, woo, you told the truth, girl. Here's $20. Here's $50. What is that about? Am I losing my mind? Is anybody else seeing this shit? Why? Why are you giving your money to somebody that's telling you that you can't win, that you can't have power of yourself for yourself? There's people that tell us, well, African Americans can go to the continent, but they can't have a nation of their own. What they have to do is help build up the existing African governments. Really? Really? So we're not supposed to have nothing. Africans in America and Africans across the diaspora who never had a nation of their own, who never controlled their own socioeconomic and political context ever since the slave trade. We can't have a nation on the continent because us having a nation on the continent is in conflict with all the other African nations on the continent. If we have it, we're being separatists. But does anybody accuse Nigeria of being separatists on the continent? Does anybody accuse Senegal of being separate on the continent? Does anybody accuse Angola and Kenya, Namibia, and all these other countries and nations of being separatist on the continent? How come all of those people can have their own nation, but if you talk about African Americans and African diasporans having a nation, we're not supposed to have control over our nation. We're supposed to just help you build up your shit and never have nothing of our own? You know what? I'm not even addressing that. I'm not even addressing that. Because if you having that fucking discussion, if you challenging us on our right as a people to control our own social, economic, and political destiny, I don't want you in the BAIO. Take your bitch ass to Yvette Carnal, because that's where you belong. I'm not having that discussion. Anybody who doesn't think that we should have a nation of our own, you are a bitch ass nigga to me. And I don't really have anything to say to you. I don't want to debate you. Like people asking me, would you debate? Debate them for what? Me and Kala and Minister and Dynash destroy them on our own platforms. We don't have to debate them. Who's coming with that hot shit? Who's coming with that flames that we got to be so fucking concerned about? Nobody. Nobody. None of these people is talking about anything if you ain't talking about nationhood. Haven't we came to that conclusion a long time ago? Well, we have. We have. The people in the BAIO, the people in this chat room, we have. So you should feel proud of yourself. Exactly. This Bell says this is an organization for grown ass men and grown ass women, not these punks. I agree 1000%. Oh, Shaka, sorry about that. Thank you. Peace. Respectfully, Dr. Clark, let me go back up. Dr. Clark has said one of the reasons why 60s failed is because there was more posturing than work. And, we don't even have to go back to the 60s. We can do that right now. Because that's all it is posturing. It's like I said, it's the equivalent of saying I can whip Floyd Mayweather's ass, yet Floyd Mayweather is in the gym in the morning at about 5 and 4 o'clock in the morning doing road work, training, heavy bags, speed bags, cardio, sparring partners, all of this. Me, I think I can beat Floyd Mayweather on my couch in my living room, eating bontons and potato chips and corn chips with salsa. No training, no nothing. But in my mind, I think I can beat Floyd Mayweather. Who's posturing? Who's got the data in that situation, Nico? Like I said, that's all these niggas do is posture. Because you're either trying to gain power, like Amos Wilson, who's my unofficial mentor. I told you a long time ago. He said it best: a battery without power is dead. If you're not talking about power, then you might as well be dead. And I know this. The reason why the BAIO was formed in the first place is because me and Carla and Minister and the people in the circle, Earl, all of us who was in that initial circle wanted to know, are we the only people who want nationhood? Are there any black people in this country who want the same thing that we want? Or are we fucking crazy? And I think with the response that we've gotten from the BAIO, I believe that we're not crazy. I believe that there are other people out there who see things the way that we do. And this ain't fucking complicated. Nobody who has read the About Us section and heard us speak about what nationhood is and what we want has given us a problem with joining the BAIO. You know what they do? They say, oh shit, yeah, that's what I'm about. Click, let's join. It's only the niggas who have no interest in it who do the most questioning. And questioning what exactly? What is there to question? Are we vague with what we want? Is there any confusion about what the ultimate goal of the BAIO is in terms for black people here in America and across the diaspora? What's the questions? And like I asked the brother, the person, I don't know if it's a brother or whatever, in Dynash chat, did you ask those same amount of questions before you signed up to Facebook? A site that you can't even leave? Who is this Michael Knock? You just won. You know what? I'm gonna let my girl Belle handle these people. And you know what? I have absolutely no control over Belle. If Belle thinks that you a bootlicking nigga, you're gonna be knocked out the group, and don't come crying to me afterwards. There you go. Sorry, clown. Well, actually, I'm not. But like I said, there's a reason why Belle is a moderator. I don't control her. I don't tell her what to do. If she hears what you're saying and you don't get and she's not down with it, she can kick you out the fucking group, and don't come to me crying about it. Maybe you better watch what the fuck you say next time, bitch. Telling you, man, I'm tired of these people. I'm tired of them. Anybody coming in to the cipher on that bullshit, you're gonna get knocked out. And I ain't even got to do nothing. Because the people are tired of it too. I know y'all tired of it, hearing these naysayers and these misery merchants. We done had about 400 plus years of fucking misery. Now that people is coming with something that's positive, some type of solution. And think about it. We ain't even at the point yet where we've gotten any land from an African government. All we're doing is getting together and providing an infrastructure for people of like mind to actually get together instead of being scattered all over the goddamn universe. That's step number one. Like I said, we can't get around that first question. Who is we, who is us, and who is our? We can't get around it. Peace, Philly. What's up? And peace to everybody else. I'm sorry, I'm running my goddamn mouth. And I'm not saying peace to people in the chat room who's coming in. Peace, Isaac K. Peace, Sunman. Peace. Am I saying this right? Baden's mommy? Baden's mommy? Peace? I don't know. I'm sorry. I apologize for fucking it up. Oh, another clown. I guess they don't believe you. They don't believe you, Bell. They don't believe how thorough you are. I'm loving this. Is there any other Negroes? Please make yourself known. They don't know that Bell is thorough. They just don't know it. Peace, Sucker Free. Peace, Rock City. Peace, Adwoa, I think. I'm sorry. If I'm messing your name up, I'm not doing it intentionally. I'm sorry. Peace, Mr. Cat. Peace to everybody. So yeah, man. These people take pride in knocking down anything positive. So if you say that you got a solution, the first thing they do, you can't do that because blah, 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 mic drop. And they might give you a dap before they step off because they really killed it. They killed it. They told you how you can't win. There is no solution to Thanos. Once Thanos has the Affinity Gauntlet, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. You trying to find a solution to Thanos? Thanos got the gauntlet, son. He got all the Jews, the stones, all of them. He got the reality stone, the soul stone, the time stone, the power stone. He's got them all, man. What's this? What potent question? You know what? What potent questions is anybody asking to stay on the screen? What potent questions? You fucking liar. If you had some potent questions, I'd be answering them. Because have I refused anybody to ask me a question that's not a troll? Do I refuse it? If you ask me a good question or a decent question that's not disingenuous, then yeah, I'll answer it. But you clowns ain't even BAIO members. You ain't even down with the damn social network. So what the fuck should I be answering your questions for? You're not even going to sign up to the network because you don't believe in land infrastructure and nationhood. Is Dundada still in the group? Is he still in the chat? He probably, I don't know, I haven't seen him. He's probably listening, but is not commenting. But I spoke to Dundada on the phone last night with Carla. And Dundada asked questions, and me and Carla answered them as best as we could. You know? Like somebody asked a question in the chat in the Ning site about BAIO funding, like the money that we're raising. And I had to point out to them the BAIO is not raising any money. The only money that's happening from the BAIO is money coming out of the admin's pockets to pay for the social network. You know, that's it. We're not raising any money. We're not doing any fund driving. We're not asking for any membership fees or any of that bullshit. And as far as I'm concerned, that's not something that we'll ever ask for because I don't think that we need to ask for it. And it kind of makes the BAIO more of a free environment. Like, why would you want to charge somebody to be a member of that? It doesn't make sense to me. Are you trying to make it money off the BAIO? That's the way I interpret it. Like that doesn't compute to me. We're not trying to make money off of any of this stuff that we're doing, unless that money is being spent toward our nation. Like when we have a nation, then people should contribute to a nation. But contributing to the BAIO network, we already got that taken care of. So I really don't see the purpose. I mean, the only other thing I can think about that we make, like we have a cafe press where if you buy a BAIO t-shirt, that helps contribute to the site. But do you see any of us pushing that? Like, we just did that because we felt like that was better for us to do it that way than to just tell people, oh, just go to Uber Prints and print out a T-shirt. It's like, well, that means we're just making Uber Prints rich off of BAIO. But you never see us really pushing anything money wise. What we push is time. We want you to join the site, join your local chapter, and hook up with people in your area. I think that if anybody, unless they're being completely disingenuous, knows that that's the bulk of what we say. You know what? Bell is going off. There must be a bunch of Negroes in here. Thank you, Bell. Love you. Love you. Because you deal with it. I don't have to. I'm telling y'all, Bell is thorough. You better watch what the fuck you say, nigga. Don't come in here with that bullshit. This is not that type of forum. Don't come in here with that bullshit. Because nobody's tolerating it no more. Kick that in Yvette Cardinal's forum. People are asking why not just go or missing the point of. They're not missing anything. Baden's mommy. Am I saying that right? They're not missing anything. They know exactly what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. They're not confused about anything. What they want to do is they want to discredit us so that nobody will listen to us. That's all. But if you notice, what do I have at the beginning, other than the live streams, because I don't know how to do it. But what do I have at the beginning? Oh, long A sound. Baden's mommy. Is that right? Baden's mommy? Forgive me. Forgive me. What do I have at the beginning of all of my videos? I have a disclaimer. The views and opinions of Mr. Holicism do not necessarily represent the views and opinions of the BAIO. So, if for some reason, whatever happens, the universe turns upside down and Holip becomes a bootlicking Negro, guess what the BAIO can do? They can kick me out of the group and distance themselves from me and move the fuck on. There it is. And I even told, and Kala said that he's going to start putting that disclaimer in front of his content, and I would suggest other people do the same thing, because it's not about me. It's not about you. You know what I'm saying? No, they don't see it coming, Isaac. But they'll learn. They'll learn. They'll learn. I'm telling you, Belle is going to get a reputation. She's going to become the Thanos of the chat room. Bell is you talk about who got the Infinity Gauntlet. In my chat room, Bell has the Infinity Gauntlet and all the stones. So fuck around if you want to. Does the BAIO see any valuable wait, hold on, let me roll up. Does the BAIO see any value in blacks celebrating Kwanzaa? That's something that we wouldn't even get into, to be honest with you, because we stay away from personal choices and social issues. You don't really see that in the BAIO. What we basically talk about is land, infrastructure, nationhood, anything related to that. Like, I don't get into religions. I don't get into who was the true religion, who's first, which is more real, and all that. That's if people want that, they can go to the conscious community. What we talk about is infrastructure mainly. We talk about a lot of growing technology in terms of infrastructure. Land, looking at science and technology and things like that. Usually when we talk about the things that I talk about, I tend to talk about just conscious community talking points that's counterproductive to nationhood. I think that's the bulk of the content that I do. But in terms of anybody wants to celebrate Kwanzaa, knock yourself. I don't even have a problem with you celebrating any holiday personally. I mean, because most Black people celebrate holidays by being around their family. That's all the holiday really means to them. So when who is this? Notice he answers soft questions and talk about how someone got deleted, but he makes sure not to answer. Answer what? Give me a question that is so difficult that I can't answer. Let me ask the people in the chat room. Am I avoiding any questions? Do you feel like I'm avoiding questions from these people? And what questions are they asking that's so deep and so scary that they can't be answered? You know, obviously she can't reply because her ass is gone. But can anybody answer that for me? Like, am I avoiding any? Or actually, if there's a question that somebody asked that got deleted out of here, repost the question and I answer it now. If it was that deep. Oh, you don't want to answer the tough questions, Holip. You're only taking the soft ones. Give me the tough ones, you bitch. Tough questions. You ain't got no goddamn tough questions. I can count on less than one hand the amount of tough questions that I get in regards to the BAIO or in regards to nationhood. Tough questions. Yeah, that's the question. Wow, how come Belle snapped her fingers and I disappeared? Why did she dust me? That's the tough question. Negro's getting dusted in the chat room. Oh my God, that is so fucking funny. Looking for universal agendas, principles to build nations. The toughest questions are the three you posed. Yeah, sucker free, got it. You nailed it. You trying to ask me tough questions and I haven't gotten any yet, but you won't answer my questions. Answer my question. Has anybody answered the question that I asked in this so-called conscious community and these black talking heads? I want y'all to answer me. Have any of them answered who is us and who is our and who is we? Who the fuck is we that you keep talking to and referring to? Who are we? I have yet to see one person answer that question. Diana asked that Shirley chick, what's the black agenda? And what did she say? What did she say? She danced all around that shit. Oh, don't worry. Trust me, y'all. Don't worry about the trolls. Just don't worry about the trolls. Belle has the gauntlet on, and she's been snapping her fingers this entire conversation. All I have to do is just snap my fingers, and they cease to exist. I call that mercy. Belle Thanos. Yeah, she just yelled and started tap dancing. That's all. That's all you're gonna get. Because first of all, they don't even know what an agenda is. They only know an agenda when it comes to somebody else. They know the homosexual agenda. They know the Mexican agenda. They know the Chinese agenda. They know every agenda on the face of the earth. But when you ask them, what's the black agenda? Then they start, oh shit. You hear crickets. Oh, these guys are funny. What's the question? Am I missing something? What is the question? Yeah, I am. I'm reinforcing the black woman as Thanos. In this chat room, that is definitely the truth. What is the question that I'm missing or that I'm avoiding? Can somebody please put it in the chat room, or did I miss it? Did they put it and I didn't see it? Because they keep accusing me of dodging. They keep accusing me of buck dancing, which is really funny. That's funny. That is some funny ass shit. As if you got a counter to land infrastructure nationhood. You got the kryptonite for land infrastructure nationhood. Really? How come I'm still not weak? The yellow sun has still got me strong as ever. How come I don't feel this sense of weakness from this kryptonite that you guys have? Anybody? Anybody know the question that it is that I would refuse to answer? Oh, how come you have not packed your bags to Africa yet? What are you waiting for? Oh, that's the question? I thought I answered that multiple times. All right, I'll ask. I'll answer it. Oh, wait, Pookie wants to ask the question. Go ahead. Before she snaps her fingers, we'll allow you to ask the question. Go ahead. Knock yourself out. Go ahead, Pookie. Step up to the plate. That was it? What was it? What was it? Pookie says, I'll ask, just try not to delete it. The people see what you're doing. So what is it? That's the question? That's not a question. Pookie, Thanos is in the chat room. Oh, Bell, you asked the question for them? I'm just trying to get some clarity here. That question that you asked me is what they're asking, Bell? Oh, okay. Yeah, Pookie, I'll answer that question. It's one that I've actually answered 1,000 times, but I guess you're new here. So let me answer it again. Mr. Holipsism is not the T'Challa of the BAIO. I'm not the king of nationhood. So what I choose to do personally, quite frankly, is none of your goddamn business. I can stay in America if I choose to, or I can go to the continent if I choose to. My question to you is, what the fuck does that have to do with the BAIO? What, you got a personal vested interest in whether you see me personally on what you think I'm cute or something? Here's another one. Did I answer your question appropriately? Here's another one that I'll add some more to this. Do you know that there's people in the BAIO right now who are part of the BAIO who have told us up front they have no intentions of going to Africa, that they want to stay right here in America? Do you know that? Up front, they say, I'm going to stay my roots is here. I want to stay here in America, but I support nationhood on the continent. Mind blown. Huh, Pookie? And what does me going have to do with you? You're trying to create a contradiction that doesn't exist. I don't ever have to go to Africa. Let's say I never go to Africa. Me personally, never step foot on the African continent. Does that mean that land, infrastructure, nationhood, and everything that I'm talking about is invalid because of that? Yes or no? Yes or no? Answer. Why can't you answer a question? Now who's buck dancing? Is what I'm saying about land, infrastructure, and nationhood invalid if I never step foot on the African continent? Yes or no? Oh, it is. You just disqualify yourself as any type of person that's serious. Thank you. Snap, and they cease to exist. So that was a tough question. That was the one. That was the kryptonite. Really? That's the best that y'all could do. Wow. Anyway, yeah, I know, Trisha. Actually, Trisha, it's all fun. I just like seeing Belle snap her fingers. So as much trolls that can come in here, I'm just having a fun, having fun looking at them being, snapped out of existence. Kala, my brother, Kala Genesis is in the chat room, ladies and gentlemen. The great one, as he calls me the great one, but he's really the great one. Kala be smashing these Negroes. And if you didn't get a chance to, y'all, check out the debate with the so-called black conservative that Kala had. And he gave you a lesson in how to debate right-wing conservative Negroes. That was a masterful job that he did. He did better than me, actually. I give him credit because he's more, Kala's more diplomatic than me in a lot of ways. I know he thinks that I'm diplomatic, but he's much more diplomatic than me. I have a really low tolerance for bitch ass niggas. And I'll call you a bitch to your face. I'm not going to sit up there. It's like Dev. You think I'm bad. Dev, oh my God. Rest in peace. Dev will slap the shit out of you. Like I have to calm him down. He was the one that was really off the chain. I'm talking about literally in person will slap the shit out of you. I've seen him do it. So I'm and my family is a little bit high strung. So I'm the mild one out of the family. My brother's crazier than me, and my mom, rest in peace, she was the queen. My mom was as real as it gets. Yeah, see, you know what it is, the good fellow? I know this tactic, and the thing is, they keep doing the same tactic over and over again, and it's not working. What you want to do is you want to make the BAIO about a personality, be it me, be it Kala. All right, like Kala, you'll find this funny. There's people that don't want to join the BAIO because they don't like Kala Genesis. Is that not so? You know what that means? What that tells me? It doesn't say anything about Kala. What it says to me is you wasn't really serious about nationhood to begin with. You mean to tell me that you're going to abandon, let's say Kala's in Virginia. If you're in New York or you're in California and you don't like him, what does that have to do with the chapter in California? Oh, I forgot. Carlos is Thanos too. He has he has the gauntlet on and he can transport over to California and fuck up your meeting. Come on, man. These people are just looking for any excuse, which gets back to the title, all solutions must die. That is the mantra of the Black Power American and the militant integrationists and the so-called conscious community. All solutions must die. Whenever you start coming up with a solution, you start talking about anything that will get Black people power, they're going to come up with something to take away from that and to show that it's invalid. And the reason why we have these trolls, because Kala was getting a little bit upset and mad with the trolling that we get. And I said, Kala, you should be proud of the trolling that we're getting. Because what that means is that we're making a mark. We're making an impact. Because they're feeling the need to attack us and attack the principles of, well, actually, they don't attack the principles of nationhood because they can't. So they try to attack me and they try to attack Kala. They try to attack Dynast. I've seen it. We get all of this hate individually, but they can't attack the concept. They really can't without exposing themselves. Because how do you actually say that you're against land infrastructure, nationhood, and Black empowerment and be taken seriously by the people? So then what you got to do is you got to do it in an underhanded way. You got to do it in a slick way. You got to try to invalidate the people that's talking about it so that the people won't listen to the concept. So if you can make Holip into a clown, then nobody cares about the BAIO. I don't know. In terms of strategies, I don't think that's a really effective, good strategy. Don't think so. Don't think so. Not really gonna work. Because what's happening is people are coming into the big soon, really, there's gonna be stronger voices emerging from the BAIO other than the usual suspects that are talking now, and myself included. There's probably people in this chat room there's going to be even stronger voices than mine, you know? And the reason why this upsets people is because you can't kill the head. There's no head to kill. The movement can't die because the movement is about the principles and it's not about the individuals. So if Holip stops making videos, the BAIO will go on because somebody else is going to be making videos talking about nationhood. You know, I'm just one voice, and I take pride in the BAIO and the principles of the BAIO, and I try to represent them as best as I can. But if I fail and I don't represent them, then the BAIO as an organization can distance itself from me and move on. But the ultimate goal is for our people to have a nation of their own, to have socioeconomic and political control over the context of their reality. That's what the ultimate goal is, you know? And I just feel proud to represent that, and I'm proud of the people that's in the BAIO. I'm proud of the people that's in this chat room, the people that survived the finger snap. I'm proud of you all. Oh, but oh, well, actually, I'm done with the basic premise of what I wanted to talk about. Actually, let me read the description again. Misery merch. Oh, the title of the show is titled of this broadcast is called "All Solutions Must Die." Misery merchants of the vague abstraction commonly known as the so-called conscious community are the only demographic of people in this world, black, white, green, or in between, who take pride in shooting down solution-oriented material and content geared towards socioeconomic and political control and independence over the context of our collective reality. In their warped, cowardly, defeated Negro world, the white man is Thanos is their mantra and their drop the mic statement against any solutions for Black African people. And if you go to the description in this video, I have some demotivational speeches from Rocky and from Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, is there anyone that has any questions for me? Because if not, I'm going to shut it down, but I am available to answer some questions. I probably can answer them to around 1:30. So if anybody has anything they want to ask me or want to talk about anything, just type it in the chat room. Uh Baden's mommy. Shirley has some good talking points, but notice I said talking points. She doesn't have an agenda for us besides staying in America. And I would argue that her talking points are good. Her talking points are actually Republican right wing talking points, the same usual bull crap. And most of it is not even real. It's not even, most of the stuff that they talk about in terms of like I said it before, the Republicans and the Democrats are the same party. When you look at their policy positions, look at what they vote for. They're the same. Both Republicans and Democrats went to the Iraq War. Both Republicans and Democrats vote for an increased military budget. Both the Republicans and the Democrats are against universal health care. Both the Republicans and the Democrats are against tuition-free college. Both the Republicans and everything, you can just go down the line of everything that the American people feel strongly about. The Republicans and the Democrats are against it. The Republicans claim that they're against outsource. Well, no, they actually don't. Let me change that. Both the Republicans and the Democrats are for outsourcing jobs outside of America. There is no, well, no, let me not say that there is no extreme right and no extreme left. Yes, they are, but they're not major players on the political scene. They're not. They're just used to try to demonize the other side and continue this Harlem Globetrotters versus the Washington Generals shit that they got going on. This it's not really a legitimate beef between Democrats and Republicans. So a lot of her talking points is bullshit. The far left. There is no fucking far left. You know who's Bernie Sanders and this chick, Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez, are considered far left. They're actually just social democrats. They don't believe in a post capitalist society. There are people that are actually far left who believe that there shouldn't even be profit. Do you think that those people have any power or they're major players on the political scene right now? The Democrat Party is controlled by corporations, Wall Street, big business. The Republicans are controlled by corporations, Wall Street, big business. The only difference is you have different people financing and backing the Republican Party compared to the different rich people that's financing and backing the Democratic Party. It's a game. It's not real. So let's stop. I don't even like talking about this shit. Why are we engaged in this Republican versus Democrat, liberal versus conservative bullshit? Because that's what it is. Nobody in government wants a real conservative, because if you had a real conservative, there wouldn't be any wars. There wouldn't be any outsourcing. You don't want a real conservative, and you don't want a real liberal, because then there would be universal health care. There would be free tuition for college. Nobody wants that. The Democratic Party nor the Republican Party. So this whole extreme left and extreme right, it's a bunch of bullshit, man. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm running my mouth. Did anybody ask Bell? Did anybody ask me a question that I just totally glossed over? Because I don't want people to think that I'm avoiding questions, because that's the talking point right now. Holip avoids the questions, the tough questions. He kicked me out. Bell snapped her fingers because Holip didn't want to answer the tough questions. When's the New York meetup? Actually, I'm trying to get the New York Google chat. I'm just trying to find out when everybody can be available. I put it into the New York chapter. And I want to do a YouTube live Google chat like I'm doing now with the New York chapter. So that's the first thing I want to do, Bell. Adwar says, I didn't understand her platform at all. She talked about prison reform, blah, blah, blah. She doesn't have a platform. Like Kala asked her in the thing, Peace Supreme. What do you ask? He asked her, urban game changers. What does that mean? And she never really answered. Oh, could you all excuse me for 1 second? There's going to be a slight pause here. Hold on. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry for that. Okay. Any other questions? Got Kala in the group. Peace, Kala. I got about 11, yeah, about 11 more minutes with y'all. When she said she wasn't advocating for Republicans, she lost the whole debate right there. Yep, that's what I said. Kala forced her to abandon her position. Once you do that, debate's over. Yeah, Baden's mommy, I agree, but they're not going to do that because it's not about letting us be. They don't want us to be. See, this is the really nefarious thing. Because think about it, just on logically, if you're not down with land infrastructure nationhood, you're not down with LIN is short for land infrastructure nationhood. Somebody's calling me. Are you kidding me? Oh, that's my lady. Hold on a second. Hold on. I gotta answer this. Yeah. No, 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 no. What was I saying? Oh, land infrastructure nationhood is what LIN is short for. T. Edmondson. Peace to you, T. Edmondson. Of course. Oh, okay. Shirley lied about her organization. I went to the website and the organization is multiracial. Is that really a surprise? Oh, Ifosa, you funny. Is that really a surprise? Really? You could have seen that one coming a mile away. I mean, to be honest, that's not even shocking. I would have been shocked if it was just all black. You down with Donald Trump? Does it really shock anybody that she's with a multicultural or multiracial organization? These people are not for nationhood, fam. They just not. If you were, like I said, I keep going back to that quote from that movie, The Social Network, where Mark Zuckerberg character, the guy who played him, said, if you were the inventors of Facebook, you would have invented Facebook. I love that line. That line was so perfect. I wish I had written it because it's the truth. If you were down with land infrastructure nationhood, you would have invented the BAIO. There wouldn't be a need for Kala and me and Minister and our circle to try to organize and come up with some concept like it's so fucking new. People have been talking about nationhood for hundreds of years. It's really, like Kala said, the oldest black ideology. It's nothing new. We ain't coming up with no brand new Rubik's Cube. The only thing is, what we're trying to do is go back to the roots of what we were supposed to be about to begin with. And what these black leaders and black representatives and black talking heads and misery merchants don't want you to talk about. Because they don't profit if you have a nation. They don't have any power when you have a nation. Because they can't just appoint themselves as leaders and be unaccountable to anybody. Right now, anybody can be a black leader. Damn, Justin Timberlake can probably be a black leader. Why not? He already got a laminated ghetto pass from the streets. Christina Aguilera got a ghetto pass from the streets. Laminated. Why can't they be black leaders? Anybody with a fucking paycheck can be a black leader. Anybody that's willing to cut a check to a Negro who thinks that he represents black folks, then that makes him down. Yeah, Miley Cyrus, another one. Just rattle them off. Everybody who just down, they down. Hillary Clinton went on the Breakfast Club, pulling out her hot sauce. She's down too. Hillary Clinton can be a black leader. Hillary Clinton was a black leader, wasn't she? Anybody can be a black leader. If you're a white person or any other race, as long as you're willing to cut a check, you can be down for the culture. That's why I said the streets sold out a long fucking time ago, man. The streets. Don't come to me with that streets bullshit. Like there's anything different happening in the streets that's happening anywhere else. Negroes don't have no principles. They don't have anything that they stand by. They don't have no code that I keep hearing about, the code, and nobody can point to the code. And if you're pointing to Neely Fuller, you ain't even abiding by his code. So don't give me that crap. It's not amazing, Kala. They're not leftists. They're not liberals. Democrat does not equal liberal. So it's not amazing that they wanted the Iraq war. They want to go to war in Syria. They want to go to war with Iran. If they put a bill on the table or a measure on the table for the United States to go to war with Iran, all of them Democrats is going to go for it. Just like they went for the Iraq war. But yet, there's this extreme left in America. Get the fuck out of here, man. It's all a fucking game. All a game. That's why I don't even get involved in it, man. I just call it for what it is. Yep, both parties. And like I said, we're not going to make the same mistake. It's good that we have America here because then we can learn from the mistakes that America made. Do you think in Afrikstan there's going to be some giant statue telling everybody in the world to bring your huddled masses to Afrikstan? Are we going to make that same mistake that America did? Bring me your poor, your huddled masses seeking to be free in a black nation. Are you crazy? Are you serious? Let the poor and the huddled masses come to America. Let them come. You open up that can of worms, you deal with it. We ain't going to have that shit in our nation. And niggas want to take over America. Wow. They want to take America over. Oh yeah, I'm just dying. I'm dying to take over America so I can try to discover or come up with a way to provide health care for 300 million people. I'm just dying to do that. I'm dying to take over America where I have to deal with illegal immigration problem. Where I have to provide jobs for people without building any infrastructure. I'm just dying to take that over. I'm willing to I'm going to rise up and get into a race war with white people over this shithole that's on its way out. And you got a bunch of niggas talking this, oh, we can't do it in Africa. The prime real estate is right here in America. I mean, this is like shooting fish in a barrel for us right now. This is ridiculous. There's not any of these Negroes, any of these black talking heads that can debate me, debate Kala, debate Dynas, debate Minister, or debate any freaking person in the BAIO. They can't debate anyone that's in this chat room as long as the person in this chat room has those 3 questions to ask them. A bunch of fucking clowns. And I'm glad that this. Oh, Bell, that's what I meant to ask you. Was there a show? Did I miss the show last night? Because I was asleep at 8:30. So I didn't. I completely forgot about the sister show. The Statue of Liberty is a large scale lawn jockey. Oh, peace, sis. Do you how's the book? How's the Art of Systems Thinking? Do you like it? Oh, okay, you rescheduled for tomorrow at 11 a.m. Cool. I can do that. I can do that. I can be there for that. I believe. I'm not doing anything Saturday. Oh, wait. No, I'm not doing anything Saturday. I can do that. Ah, good. I'm glad you like it, man. Actually, probably after you read that book, and I'm speaking to ANJIE 94565. She was the book giveaway winner. She got the Art of Systems Thinking. After reading that book, you probably have a better understanding of where I'm coming from, right? You probably got a much better, deeper understanding of where I'm coming from, just ideologically. Oh, okay. So yeah, tomorrow at 11 a.m. I will be there with bells on. Pardon the pun. Oh, Jim Denson, what's up, man? Peace. Cool. As long as y'all talk, man, that's good. That's good. But anyway, I'm about to tune out unless anybody has any urgent questions or pressing questions. Because you know the talking point is gonna be, yo, I asked Holip this question. That nigga ran. He ended the show because my question was so deep. I scared him. He had to leave because he couldn't answer this tough question that I had for him. It's probably gonna happen in him. No, I'm just joking because all the clowns are out of the chat room. No, y'all don't want to hear my mouth. Really? Nah, let the sisters talk, man. You don't need to hear me. Y'all hear my mouth all the time. I want to hear what y'all got to say. Definitely. I want to hear what the sisters have to say. I've always wanted to have the sisters have a discussion on nationhood or anything the sisters want to talk about. We just need to have the sisters up front. You know what I'm saying? And letting their voices be heard. You know, because the next thing you know, they're gonna come at us with and oh, they've actually already done this. The BAIO is patriarchy. Yeah, yeah, okay, nigga. Here we go. That's the McFeminist. We've been attacked by the McFeminists. We've been attacked by the misery merchants. We've been attacked by the pretendians. We've been attacked by the Black Power Americans. We've been attacked by the militant integrationists. We just get attacked by all these bootlicking niggas. Oh, I got 11 dislikes. Wow, I love it. Wow, 11 dislikes and 15 likes. So they competing with my likes. Yo, hit the like button, y'all. I'm doing my dine ass. Hit the like button. 28 people watching, only 15 likes. Hit the like button. Don't be stingy with the likes. But anyway, yo, I'm out of here, y'all. Peace, Black Spot. Like I said, support Black Spot Afro Social. Go to his YouTube channel and support his network. Join. And Black Spot is a member of the BAIO, by the way, which just goes to show you that there is no conflict. If you have your own brand and your own thing going on, you can still be a part of the BAIO. We're not saying abandon your group and join us like we're the fucking Borg. No, you can do whatever you're doing. That's your thing. But join in and say, hey, I want to be a part of Nationhood too. You know what I'm saying? So join the BAIO, join your social, join the local chapter. And that's it for me, y'all. I'll holler at you good people later. Peace, Bell Thanos. Thank you. I appreciate you. Love you, sis. And I'll holler at y'all good people later, all right? Peace.